Welcome back to part 6 of Sonic Superstars. Last time I raged a little bit. This time, not going to rage as much. I won't rage. Alright, so as you can tell, I've played the game past where I was on the first save file here. I still don't know if I'm going to get all the freaking emeralds, but I've played more of the game. I've listened to some reviews of the game, and like, I still don't think this is a great design game. I still think it's actually a terribly designed, well, not terribly designed, but like, as far as Sonic goes, it's not a very well designed game. As far as classic Sonic goes, I mean, this sounds like Sky Sanctuary, by the way. I don't really get why, but it does. Also, I don't really understand what that gimmick is, other than the fact that it shoots rings out, but like, you could just give me the rings. I shouldn't have had to hit that little like golden beetle or whatever the crap it was. Also, this is taken straight from Wacky Workbench. Go watch my Sonic CD playthrough. But yeah, I don't think that the level design in this is particularly great. This zone in particular, you'll notice, I feel like the level design is actually trash. To the point where it took me more than 10 minutes to get out of this zone, which I'm like, that's a problem for a Sonic game. Like, it shouldn't take you 10 minutes to get through the Sonic zone. I don't care if you're new to the game or not. It should not take you 10 minutes to get through. But the more I've been thinking about this game, the more I've realized, like, the problem with the game is not just it's the level design, right? It's not the fact that, like, oh dang, I screwed that up. It's not the fact that, like, there's something inherently wrong with Sonic per se, because the physics do in fact feel like classic Sonic, right? For the most part. I mean, there are times where I feel like going up slopes or spin dashing up slopes doesn't yield you the same level of control that you would have had in 92. But for the most part, I mean, it feels enough like a classic Sonic game that I'm like, alright, let's just go down. What am I doing? Feels enough like a classic Sonic game that I'm not bothered. The problem is the level design is not conducive to actually playing that. And then stuff like this, it's like, why would there just be that? I don't really get it, but again, that's the thing I'm talking about, where it's not good level design, and then you're left wondering why. Like, why did somebody come up with this? But yeah, if the levels were designed better, like, even this is confusing, because I definitely came this way. This is the start. If the levels, I already went this way. If the levels were designed better, it would make more sense. But it doesn't really make sense, and then I'm at a loss, and I don't feel like I want to play this game anymore, because, yeah, there's definitely worse aerial control. One of the things I was reminded of when I was listening to the Game Informer podcast on this, was that, like, Sonic Generations had 2D platforming sections, and those are horrendous. Like, as are, like, kind of Sonic Forces. Anytime 3D Sonic tried to do 2D movement, it never really worked out well. Oh my god, like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, this isn't good. It's just not good. And then I'm sitting here wondering why I'm even playing this junk. And, like, okay, what, am I supposed to go this way? No, this is where I came. Like, I really do want to quit. I don't want to finish this game. I don't even know, like, I'm genuinely just confused as to how I'm supposed to accomplish anything in this game, because the game makes things so obtuse that it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm supposed to go up there, but now I can't get up there because the bubble shooty guy's dead. So what, do I go to the right? No, I can't go that way. So do I continue to go to the right? Let's see, well, I can't get out of there. Well, I can't, let's see, can I go? Oh, there you go. That's weird. Drill! I don't know why there's a drill powder up here. Like, it's like they wanted to use the Wisps, but they like, this is what I'm saying, like, I've been playing Mario Wonder, and there are literal times where I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Like, when the goalpost moves, when, what's something else? I haven't been playing too much. I only got to Puff Peaks because I'm trying to play Spider-Man. I'm like, 66% of the way through Spider-Man. So I'm trying to beat that by this weekend, really. Oh, this I hate, how it just like turns the level, because that doesn't really make any sense. It's just doing it for the sake of doing it. Oh, where's the... Okay, good. What was I gonna say? Fluff Puff Peaks. Oh, like, okay, like when you have to... Oh, that's something. So in Mario Wonder, there's various points where you'll have a warp pipe, as one would in Mario. It's Mario. It has warp pipes. You understand this. Why is it then that when I approach some of these warp pipes as the elephant, you know, elephants being big, hulking, strong animals, oh, well, that's lame. That's so lame. That's so lame. Wait, can I just do that without consequence? That'd be kind of cool. See, it would be easier. This would be easier if you could dictate what you wanted to home in on. Like, this is not good gameplay. I'm sorry. This is so bad. And I don't like wasting my time, but I feel like I have to finish this game because there's another playable character. Alright? Oh, thank God. Well, there you go. What was I saying? Okay, so there warp pipes in Sonic, in Mario Wonder. When you play as the elephant, some of those warp pipes you can move, and that allows you to access different areas. Think about it. At what point? This seems completely pointless, but whatever. At any point, I should listen to the song. At any point in Mario, have you ever moved a warp pipe? Maybe in Mario 3, maybe Mario, like Super Mario Bros. 3, maybe because that game got kind of kooky at times. But for the most part, I don't recall a time you could do that, because I surely was shocked when I saw that you could do that. And that's my thing, right? You take Mario tropes and you're like, how can we make this extra super-duper special? And all you have to do is slightly adjust your expectations from what you've come to learn about Mario. It doesn't fundamentally change. Giving players the ability to move a warp pipe does not fundamentally change the gameplay, right? It's the same game. It works the same way. The only difference is that it's a different way to interact with common elements from Mario. Yet somehow Sonic doesn't do that. What Sonic does is Sonic rehashes old level designs. It rehashes old level tropes like this drill, old abilities, without any real critical thinking about how a player will interact with those and what it will make the player feel, right? And that's why Mario has been so successful, because Mario has accomplished the idea of feel. You can pick up a Mario game, and no matter whether you played the first one, you played Galaxy, you played Odyssey, you played freaking Super Mario Bros. 2, aka Doki Doki Panic, you're going to feel something. And Sonic has lost that. Sonic has lost every semblance of feeling that it generates. And it just feels like Sonic is trying to tick boxes. It's incredibly frustrating because as a Sonic fan, I want to love this Blue Hedgehog. I do. It's just hard because the inconsistencies make it quite impossible. But that's my spiel. I'm done. Oh, Piggy Boss. That took... Well, no, this second... This is kind of jank. I won't lie to you. Yep, that's what happens. But whatever. Because they don't really give you a warning. I know what I'm supposed to do. I believe I'm supposed to spin dash over him. I actually didn't do this the first time I played. I don't even know how I did this the first time I played, because I didn't even turn the stage like that, which is funny. I'm realizing that's how I should have done it, but I don't recall how. I think I just jumped. Was I playing as Amy? No, you can just gimp him. You can just janky. You can just jank your way over him, which doesn't make any sense. This is exactly what I did. Again, for all the bosses that make you wait and like hit them at predetermined intervals, and this one you can just cheese, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And I don't know. Sonic seems... why does it take that long for the thing to open? Sonic just seems to have lost the joy, the feeling, the innovation that it was once lauded for. And level design is paltry. Paltry. I don't want to play Act Knuckles. I want to just get a move on. Like, I'm just so done with this game. And it's sad because, like, the only reason why I'm playing it now is because I'm playing it for the channel and I want to finish it so that it's not looming over my head and so that I don't have to revisit it. That's really it. Like, if you recall in Sonic, when I played, also, why is everything timed and so slow in this game? Sonic's supposed to be fast, is he not? Is he not? Well, Sonic and friends are supposed to be fast, I guess. And then stuff like this happens, and you're just in the dank. You're the dankest part of the dank. And see, then you just like you don't know what to expect, so you're just going. Those might be my least favorite enemies in this entire game because they add nothing and they just get in your way, no matter where you are. Also, this music is so basic. I feel kind of bad because, like, Telos put this whole thing out because people were criticizing the, what were they criticizing? They were criticizing, and just like that, people were criticizing the intro animation for this game. And he was like, I don't have time to criticize, I just create. And like, I get that. And I feel badly because, you know, I really appreciate his music. And yet somehow this music, which was often co-composed with Jun Senoue, it's not great in the way that like I've come to associate with his compositions. Not like not that he has to make amazing music and he can't, you know, make something different that doesn't resonate with me. That's not what I'm saying. Or maybe it is what I'm saying. But the problem I'm having is just that, like, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to critique to some degree. Wait, what is happening here? I mean, when stuff just doesn't make sense, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you have every right to let somebody know. I really don't understand how the level design is so bad and the music is so unmemorable, considering the composers. Like, both have a storied history with Sonic, and it's almost like these compositions were ham-fisted by someone who doesn't know what fans want from Sonic music. I was surprised because one of the songs that I listened to, one of the songs I've commented on that I liked, it might have been the Lagoon song, or it might have been a different song. I can't exactly remember, but I was like, oh, this has to be a T-Lopes composition. When I went back and found out he was working on the soundtrack, come to find out it's not, and I'm just sort of surprised because it sounds like something he would have been involved with, but it's not something he took credit for on Twitter. I don't know, this is all kind of rambling, you know, I'm the rambling gaming dude from Pokemon, but it's just, I don't know, I'm fully, thoroughly disappointed with this game, and I wish there was, like, Sonic could be more consistent. Plain and simple as that. Oh, I was about to say, watch this be a bottomless pit. I don't know, I really wish that the games were more consistent. Like, and it's funny because the thing is, we know, oh, that's a good, wow, that's a good, wow. Sonic Mania, we know that good Sonic games still exist, right? That's a reality. But the thing that we wanted the most, we didn't get as fans. So then we're saddled with stuff like this that doesn't add anything to Sonic lore, not lore, but the Sonic animals, and it's just a waste of time for everybody involved, and that's incredibly frustrating. And then stuff like that. It's just like, it's beyond like putting enemies in places that make you have to stop and think, what is this guy all about? Gold! It's just poor level design, poor placement, poor enemies, poor enemy placement, poor level design, poor music. I just don't care for this game. I don't know why he keeps jumping off. Like, you don't know how bad I want to play Spider-Man right now. I might do an episode on Spider-Man because Spider-Man is so good. I'm gonna do an episode on Spider-Man. Don't you worry your pretty little head over that. Since I'm here and I have the PS5, I don't want to play this game. Like, I don't care if you're new to a Sonic game. It shouldn't take 5 minutes, 5+ minutes to get through the average Sonic level. I'm saying average. I'm not saying, you know, we're getting through, you know, the rare level at 5-6 minutes. I'm saying, but like every level 5-6 minutes. Come on, dude. There's something wrong with your level design, because this isn't creative. I'm falling down mildly sloped pathways with like ledges, and then there's just fields of enemies. I'm beside myself. I really am. The way they just reuse things is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it just... And, one of the things that I heard Marcus Stewart from Game Informer say that really resonated with me, because I said this, I'm pretty sure I said this, in like the first episode or the second episode. This game does not know if it wants to let you play the game or to play the game for you. And that's what is probably the most troubling, because we all know that modern Sonic and classic modern Sonic wants to use speed boosters. It wants to give you automated level design to give you that sense of speed, right? I found him. Wait, do I get the last emerald like that? I don't know. Oh wow, you do. So you only have to do 6 special stages and then you just get the last emerald? Oh, he just sucked them all up. I don't think I got this cutscene when I played, this music is okay. Like, the melody I kind of like just because it has that real, like, it kind of reminds me of Mega Man Battle Network. Like, it has this kind of, youthful joy to it, but it's still not, like, particularly 1, 3, 2. I don't even remember this level, honestly. Which is funny, because I definitely had to beat it to beat the game. No, I didn't beat the game, but to beat the thing. Oh, God. And, oh, yeah, this is Wacky Workbench, right? Wait, no, that was the other level that said was Wacky Workbench. I mean, Wacky Workbench, the thing about Wacky Workbench, people disliked Wacky Workbench. And I get it. It's not what you want to see from a Sonic game. That said, the gimmick itself didn't necessarily impede you in the way that you thought it would, because the levels were so short, right? You think about, oh god, see, and stuff like this, it just doesn't make any sense. The way I'm on the flipper, I'm pressing the button, but because I'm not at a certain point on the flipper, I just fall off the flipper, and then I can't flip. Like, I can't go this way? What? Oh, I have to jump on the spike. That's so stupid. Just give me a platform. Wacky Workbench, at the end of the day. Oh, I'm definitely dead. What did I say? Wacky Workbench, at the end of the day, the Sonic CD as a whole, the levels were not particularly vertical, right? They didn't take, sorry, they were incredibly vertical. They didn't have a lot of horizontal depth to them, so it didn't take very long for you to get through the levels because there wasn't a whole lot of levels. If you just want to run left to right, you could do that. But in this game, there is a lot of left to right travel. So then when you're like trying to do all these trashy gimmicks on how to like trying to get from point A to point B, it gets frustrating because it takes forever to beat the zone. And then like that, look, I land on the edge and once again I can't flip. It's like that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I really want to like this game, but I can't in good conscience like a game like this because it's not good. If it was good, you know, maybe like stuff like that. You can't avoid that. You can't avoid that. They just throw enemies at you in your path to make you fail. There's no avoiding that. That's. You thought that Crab Meat and its wonky hitboxes You thought Crab Meat's wonky hitboxes in Metropolis were problematic. This is problematic because you just get flung. You get flung. Wow. You get flung into enemies, and you just don't have any recourse to deal with them. I don't even remember this. Okay. Another question. Like, there is one. Is there one? Okay, not counting bosses. Not counting bosses, which, and I say bosses in the sense of like Sonic 3. Not counting Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Death Egg Zone. Not counting that. There's one auto-scrolling level in the classic zones, Sky Chase Zone, and it's really just like a cutscene. I don't like the idea of this being... Oh, these aren't bumpers, those are wheels. Again, let's just throw in random freaking level things to just make you have to contend with them, because there's no rhyme or reason. And once again, just throwing enemies into your face because we don't want you to have fun playing the game. Like, I'm at that point where it's no longer anger. Like, part of me feels like when you're angry, you want to be angry because you believe something can be better. But I'm sort of indifferent now. Like, I'm apathetic towards this. And that's not good. At least when you hate something, like think about all the people who hated Cyberpunk, for example, right? You could hate Cyberpunk. And the reason you could hate Cyberpunk is because you wanted it to be better. Right? You knew there was a world in which Cyberpunk was a better game. Can I get my ring, please? Now I gotta what? But there's a world in which you think you know Cyberpunk's a better game, right? You're like, oh, this stuff was promised, and then it's like, yeah, it might not be that now, and it might not never be that, but you know that there was a world in which all this stuff that could have happened and was promised came to fruition. The problem with a game like this is that because, like, okay, well, for me, I don't think that this game can be better. Like, unless it, well, I guess it could be better if they just redesigned it entirely. But that's a whole other issue of, like, how do you redesign a game? Like a game like this, where Cyberpunk at its core had a good story. This game is just not great. It has accurate physics, and that's about that. But yeah, to be angry at the game, you have to think that it can be something better. Whereas I'm just indifferent towards this game because I don't think it can be better. There's nothing here that I'm thinking could be rectified unless it was just made by a completely different group of people, which is just sad. I guess I shouldn't be indifferent to a Sonic game. I should feel like there's hope for it, but there's not. God, I hate auto-scrollers. And like something like this, right? Auto-scrolling. This is the antithesis. The antithesis of Sonic gameplay. Like, why is every single boss, let's just stand around and wait and watch. And I don't know, I'm kind of upset. Like, but I'm not upset because I just don't care anymore. I just want to beat the game and see what happens, but it's like, even then, it means nothing because the story is net nothing. Oh, I can't hit him? Oh, I can hit him. And now I have no rings. Now I have no rings. Can that please be it? Nope. Can I get a ring? Can I get a ring? Ring, 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 ring. Give me some, son. Give me some, son. Oh, thank the. Oh, wow. I almost missed the rings because, once again, the hitboxes here don't work. The hitboxes are for, you have to run Sonic into the ring, not the golden cart, not the. Yo, I actually don't know how. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this game. I don't think I'm gonna finish this game. This is the worst thing I've played in a very long time. It's the reason why it's the worst thing again is because you expect one thing, right? You expect action-packed Sonic, and instead you get hallway simulator. You get terrible level design. You get poor controls, because where Sonic controls physically like he should, they throw things like this in to make you not even use those good controls. It's very frustrating because there's no real reason for it. And for everyone saying that Sonic was always a trial and error game, it was trial and error, but it never took that long to figure out because you didn't have sections like this purposefully wasting your time. And that's the problem. It's one thing to have a game where you have to learn how to do something. It's another to have a section that purposely wastes your time. What did I do? I for a minute and a half there, I just fiddled with the control stick. Is that Mega Man in the background? Again, why does the lasers? You're given a small window to hit him, and yet I was gonna try to go where he was to see if he spawns in front of me, not like from the background. All right, this should be the end of this. Hopefully, it's like one section. Let's see here. Oh, and see, like something like that. Once again, it's let's just put stuff in the way. Sonic Superstars is a terrible game, and we shouldn't play it.